2021, and it's a very special day because it's the Women's Day across the world to different nations. Now, today we have very special people. We have pilots from the aviation industry and the part of the Uganda Airlines. We're so excited to even have time to talk to them because they're busy people and always on the run, always traveling. Thank you so much, guys, for making it for the interview.
No.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me. So I'd want to know, first of all, can you please introduce yourselves?
Hello everyone, I'm Evelyn Nabu, a pilot with Uganda Airlines.
My name is Vanita Kaiwa, a pilot with Uganda Airlines.
I'm Rita Nasirumbi, a pilot with Uganda Airlines.
My name is Isabella Wera, a pilot with Uganda Airlines.
My name is Philomera Nachanja, a development engineer with Uganda Airlines.
My name is Charity Arenitwe, a development engineer with Uganda Airlines.
To meet you guys. I'm really excited to see pilots that are female and in the industry. So I just wanted to know what was the inspiration for you guys to join the aviation industry? We can still have everyone tell us what the inspiration was, so yeah, that's fine.
Fortunately, my father is a pilot, Captain Nabu, and that's where my inspiration is drawn from. Yeah, I look up to him, and yeah, so I am a pilot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something, I have a pilot in the family, my uncle, so I used to look up to him when I was younger actually. Yeah, so that's where I drew my inspiration from mostly.
What was fascinating about your uncle?
I think mostly it was about, I think I loved his dress code. You know how pilots are smart always. So that really inspired me so much. And also I used to wonder about how it felt to be in the air, you know. I was so fascinated by that. So I drew inspiration from that mostly. Yeah.
Well, for me, it was mainly an adventure, and then curiosity grew along the way, and it's really fun and interesting career choice, yes.
What exactly was to find out most of you curious about?
Well, after your first flight, everything changes. You don't want to ever be on the ground ever again because you get to see so much, and you always meet different people. It's a nice feeling. Yeah.
For me, it was not really like an inspiration. For me, it was, why is there only one female pilot in Uganda at the time that I knew?
Yeah. Who was that?
At that time, I think it was Immaculate that I knew of. I only knew Immaculate up a lot. And I was like, what is there that I cannot do that only men can do? You know what, I'm going to be a pilot. So from that day, I think I must have been in P3. I said, I'm going to be a pilot, I'm going to be a pilot, I'm going to be a pilot. And that's how I ended up becoming a pilot.
At all costs?
At all costs. I said, I'm going to be a pilot. I don't know how, but I'm going to be a pilot. And I believe that if you ask God for things, He gives them to you.
Yeah.
So deep down, I used to ask God, not knowing how it's going to turn up. But He helped me, and now here I am, pilot, like Rita said, smart in this uniform. So yes.
Yeah. I've always been curious about airplanes in the sky. Yeah. And I thought I would follow through with that.
Okay.
And it just happened.
Nice.
For how long have you guys been flying? Maybe everyone can just tell us.
You mean from school or professionally?
Professionally.
I've been flying 7 years. 7 years now. Yes.
Okay.
8 years for me.
7 years old. 10 years.
Yeah.
Interesting. And what has your experience been like? You know, you just talked about how it's a male-dominated industry, so you have more men doing it, but then we have 5 beautiful ladies. I think I'll keep calling you beautiful still. 5 beautiful experiences.
People talk about it being a battle and trying to make your way through, but the way I got into it wasn't like that. It was more of, I like this. This is what I'm meant to be doing, and when I got in there, I didn't think of the challenge, oh, I'm a female, or because I grew up with boys, so it was already an even field for me. I didn't think of it as, oh, I have to prove myself. I just did it, and then when I recollect, there were challenges, but just because I didn't focus on them, it didn't bother me. You just keep doing what you know you have to do. As it's a professional field, it's if you can do it, then you'll do it. And knowing that you're just human beings. You stop thinking male, female. It's just, we're here to do the job, and we all get it done.
You're a pilot before you.
Yes, before your gender.
Been fun. It's been fun. Of course, there are those challenging days, but when you sit down and think about it, you're like, oh, that was actually quite an experience. For me, it's been fun. Of course, most of us, all of us, have had our bush experience. Yeah. And the bush experience prepares you for this time now that we're doing now, this airline thing. It's just been fun. I don't know how to really put it together, but I think it's just been fun for me. I would never take back any of my bush days, not any single day. I would never take it back. Because it's taught me personally to be strong, to be level-headed, to be brave at times when I don't need to be brave. Yeah. And responsible as well.
What do you mean? Apart from the experience that Evelyn told us about, but
you find so many challenges, especially with the kind of airstrips you get into. Yes, they are not these fancy runways that you see out here in Ontario.
Yes.
You're landing on short strips. Some are curved. You're landing on roads. You just have to plant it there as safe as possible.
Which experience?
My experience has been a bit different, but I've also had bush flying, and it's always a constant challenge. But it's a good challenge where after you achieve something, you're always like, oh, I can do this and I can do that. So that's a good thing about aviation in general. But it's been great so far, yes.
We've chosen inequality, to fight inequality in all forms this Women's Day. And you can see right now in the airline, 90% of us are Ugandans, of which those 90% of the pilots, 5 of us are women. 5 of us here being women. It's awesome. Initially it started with 3, now we are 5. In the next 2 years we expect to get maybe 10, because there are many of us at school so far. A few of us are working now, because most of us are at school. I think even when the airline came up, it encouraged more girl child
to go to school.
To go to school. So for us, it's like a game changer. It gives us, and it makes us proud that we're inspiring other women out there, even if we don't know that we're inspiring other women out there. But even our friends keep telling us, you inspire my sister, you inspire my cousin, you inspire. So I feel proud. It's really nice. I don't even know, it's just touching. It's touching for me to be someone's inspiration, like me, Tina, really? Like, really? Gender equality in our company is broad and it's vast. You see many women working in Uganda Airlines today. And back in the day, in aviation, everything, there were mainly men. Everything were men. Apart from, of course, the cabin crew was mostly women. Of course, gender balancing. We have a bunch of men as well today. Men, big up for you guys too. You're working in the cabin. Even engineers, we have many women now in the flight operations department. In managerial posts, we have women, which is good for us. So I think we're trying to fight inequality, and we'll keep doing it.
With the airline coming up, it has broadened the space for other companies and can bring in new competitors maybe and the other guys. So it's not like, well, you come from school and it's a bit limited companies, understand? And that would limit guys actually from going to school not knowing whether you're going to have a job thereafter or not. But with the airline list, when guys move forward, some guys will have jobs into the general aviation as the bush flying. That gives them a stepping stone. The guys who are there come up to the airline. That's going to actually increase more opportunities for everyone actually mostly. Yeah.
Training in Uganda is really grown. Initially, we had one school, Sorority Flying School in Uganda, which also, by the way, was the only school in East Africa at the time, and most of these pilots have trained in Sorority Flying School. So, and most of us seated here have trained also in Sorority Flying School, as a matter of fact. Now we've got a school in Jinja, one in Kajansi, one in Entebbe. So many pilots are coming up. We have so many dispatching schools as well, engineering schools in Uganda. Together with the authority, I'm sure the other schools are coming up, which is good. when you talk about job creation in the aviation industry, we have a bunch of local companies in Uganda. No one really knows them. But people who are really interested in aviation know that there are jobs out there. Together with the airline, Uganda Airline, coming up, first of all, I'd like to thank the government of Uganda for bringing up this airline again, because if it wasn't for them, we would not be flying the crane to the Pearl of Africa. Okay, so because of the airline came up, most of us were taking up from domestic aviation. We've now came into international aviation, which gave those people a chance in school to come and fly into the local aviation, gain some experience and come. So as I see it, as it's going on, with the CAA doing its best to make our aviation safer, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. Uganda may be a small country, but our airstrips are becoming better. If you can see now, we're building an international one in Hoima. Arua is getting bigger. Even Kasese is going to become big as well. We're expecting enough traffic coming in. So for sure, I don't have any doubt that aviation is going to grow in Uganda.
We represent the country in this fashion. It's a profession. You just feel really good about it. The airline actually saved us. It gave us hope. It brought us back to the reason why we wanted to be in this field. Yes, you wear your uniform and get into your aircraft representing your country. It's amazing.
So there are those challenges that are coming up with it, but also excitement, new airstrip, new destination. We're going to be carrying the flag high up, flying Uganda with a tail, black, yellow, red, with a crane, huge responsibility. I'm super excited. I can't wait. I can't wait, yeah.
You love challenges?
Oh, I love challenges. Yeah. I love challenges, especially a challenge where you come out triumph.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Which one does that mean for you?
For me, I think I'm actually yet to take it in, because you know it's a big, because you know actually as of now we're still flying the CRJ, because you know we're a bit short on crew.
Should we pinch you?
No, I understood already, but it's actually, it's actually, I think for me it's like career progress, you know, like when we started initially, like let me say when I got out of school, 2015, there about that, you know, like there's, by then there's Air Uganda, and then we're into the, and then like we're all in school looking towards the airline, then we get out and the airline collapses, and all this, so we are stuck, you know, like the highest we'd look at mostly was like bush flying. That was the thing we had, like you look for, like, oh, we had an airline, now just like maximum is caravan and that. But now we got a chance, the airline came up, we've got into, imagine from a caravan to flying jet, then from that to bombarding to an Airbus, understand? It's like your career just opens up, understand?
Nice.
So it's a good feeling. Yeah, so for me that's the feeling actually.
Hello everyone, my name is Tina Drazu, a pilot with Uganda Airlines, and I would like to wish all the lovely ladies of this country a happy Women's Day. Go shine, ladies. Peace out.